Well, hello there. So one of the questions I get asked fairly often is how much fibre do you need to do a two-dimensional fibre painting? Now that's a little bit hard to answer because it depends on the size and also how many layers you might be putting down in your fibre painting work. But let's just say it's a small to medium size picture, and the answer is you don't need very much, and you certainly need way less fibre to do needle felting than you do wet felting. Wet felting uses a lot of fibre. So I actually received some fibre delivery this week, so I thought I'd show you this packet. Now I use almost exclusively Ashford Corriedale wool fibre to do all of my fibre painting work, and the reason that I choose that is, first off, they're here in New Zealand. They're based in Ashburton. Ashford is based in Ashburton, and so it's local. It means the freight for me is really reasonably priced. The Corriedale wool fibre is amazing. It is actually really good for needle felting. It's just a very middle of the range in terms of its coarseness, and it's perfect for getting different effects in your needle felted work. So that's why I love it. The other reason I buy from the Ashford range specifically is because they've got, I think it's over 60 colours, and you can pretty much guarantee each time that you buy that your colour, it's going to be exactly the same, right? So I can guarantee supply, guarantee the colour, and it's amazing quality. So that's why I do Ashford fibres here. But people ask, well, how much should I buy? You know, how much do I need? Now, the standard pack size, at least here in New Zealand, I'd love to know if it's the same overseas, but we tend to sell our wool fibre in a 100 gram packet, which is what this looks like here. Okay, now 100 grams, and it doesn't cost very much. It's about, in New Zealand dollar terms, it's about 13, 14 New Zealand dollars for 100 grams. So it's amazing. It's amazing price. But what I want to show you is exactly how much 100 grams is. So this is a brand new packet that I'm just opening here. And this is a wool fibre sliver, which refers to the way that the wool is actually carded and prepared for sale. But look how much, see, it compacts down quite a bit. Look how much 100 grams is, right? That is a lot of fibre. And literally when I'm doing my fibre painting, I'm kind of pulling out this much at a time and needle felting in this much at a time. So, you know, this is going to last you a long time, right? Ashford also does, they do sets of much smaller amounts of fibre, but they do it in multiple colours. That's a really good way of getting started with your fibre, is getting the smaller amounts but getting more colours, rather than, you know, kind of going, oh my gosh, how much am I going to have to spend to get the colours I need of the 100 gram, you know, the 100 gram size. And also, you don't need to get one of every colour. Like, I mean, you know, I'm talking to felters here, right? So, I mean, as soon as you see the colours, you want to buy it for your stash. That's going to happen. But to start with, you actually don't need many colours. You just need black and white, and you'll probably go through quite a bit of white. You need the primary colours, so red, blue, yellow. It's really good to have the secondary colours, so orange, purple or violet, and green. So from those colours, you can make lots of colours, right? So that's just when it comes down to colour theory. So those are the basic colours that you would probably need to buy to do needle felted fibre paintings. And then on top of that, it's just, oh, sky's the limit, and, you know, you could just get every colour under the sun. At least you can from the Ashford range. So look, I hope that helps. It's good to see physically what 100 grams actually looks like, and to know that that is going to last you a long time. So even if you wanted to share, you know, go in with a friend or a group of friends and, you know, share the cost of buying fibre, so you can all, you know, buy the fibres and then divvy them up. That's another good way of getting started. So look, I hope that helps. Hope it helps you visualize, and yeah, all the best with your felting, and have a great rest of your day.